Alright, welcome to Cobalt Black Gaming, the channel where I play a different indie game almost every day to show you guys those hidden and not so hidden gems. That sounds like something you'd enjoy. Go on and hit that sub button. Anyways, today we are gonna be playing a little game called Sea of Rifts. So this is a open world RPG. Actually, I don't know how open world it is. It has the open world tag, but this is a Lovecraftian RPG about sailing and whatnot, and it has a lot of roguelike elements, apparently. So we're gonna come on in here. I'm just gonna leave the seed as what it is, because I have no clue what's what in this game. And we are going to make a character. Okay, we're gonna come on in here as well. Born in the purple, so you're like a noble. Like a low-born noble, though. Child of cunning folk. It's kind of a soothsayer thing. We're gonna go with Born in the Purple. We're probably gonna go with Swab on a Tug, but let's see what these other things are. I might actually go with... Nah, we're gonna go with Swab on a Tug. We want wits. And then we're gonna go with Artillery Officer. I want to be able to blow stuff up pretty well. We're gonna play the tutorial because I have never played any of this game before, guys. This is the first look, and this is what we're going to be doing together. This is a game about telling your story while exploring a hostile ocean. A loyal crew and a ship to call home will take you far. Don't expect your first voyages to be successful. Danger takes on many shapes and sizes when exploring Sea of Rifts. Alright. Awakening, spores are falling. You're holding a vial with a scrap of paper tied to the stopper. Something nags at your memory, something trying to burst out through a fungal infection. You can't remember writing this, drink me, is scrawled on the tag. You unstop the vial and down the antidote. Memories begin to return. Okay. So we remembered how to move the boat. Let's not crash yet into anything. Ivar is moving as slowly and carefully as possible. Who's Ivar? Oh, he's a sailor. Okay. Ooh, I sighted something. We're not the first. Memories are slowly returning, floating up from the fungus-choked depths of your mind. You're here for the Marble Empress Volvo's ship. For sunken treasure and a ship to call your own. Shifting, lurking in the wreck at the center of the lagoon, there's only one thing for it. Kill all of the enemies. Cool. Alright, we take those. I get why the controls are this way, because you are sailing and this makes total sense. I kinda wish instead of F and R, it was still W and S. Mostly just out of how I want to put my fingers on the keyboard. Right? Like... Okay, Skolvo's ship. The Marble Empress, partially submerged amidst the waves, appears to be largely intact. Some calamity must have caused her to capsize. Stranger things have happened in this deep in a rift. Same cannot be said for your current vessel. Shimmering mold speckles the hull and coats the sails, eating through the material at an alarming rate. Okay, so our ship's being destroyed. Challenges. You're now in charge of your crew's first challenge. A challenge is split up into tasks you assign crew members to. They each contribute a varying amount. The chance to complete the task is based on their stats. Participating in challenge tasks cost stamina. Tasks in a challenge. Some tasks are mandatory and require at least one crew member to be assigned to it. Others make subsequent tasks easier. Okay. So... what do we got? An easy test of mechanical success. I think we'll go with me for that. Does everybody need to do this? Oh, okay. Medium test of finesse. So let's do this. Interesting. I think this is the best way to do it. Or do we put you back up here? This is the best way to do it. Thankfully for the crew members about to make the dive, the spores are easily removed. Perfect. Okay. Success! Hell yeah! The crew slip in and out of the ship with ease, placing the bladders in less than an hour. Okay, we're gonna continue. The Marble Empress is uncannily well preserved, a mid-sized bark, kind they haven't made for years. The only thing missing are the longboats and the load anchor. The load anchor, a moderately cursed hunk of metal that can translate a whole ship away from its current location. Your only way out of the rift. Oh. Yeah, we best go find it. Hey, we got a different ship now. That's cool. Find the load anchor. Yeah, this is a lot of fungi and BS here. This don't look good. This don't look good, guys. The fungal wall, a clump of giant mushrooms blocked the channel. Luckily, Skolvo followed the recent craze for ramming ships and mounted a vicious axe head to the bow of the Marble Empress. Get enough momentum behind you, and the huge blade should make short work of these pesky fungi. Hey, there we go. Alright, we did it. Find the load anchor so you can get out of here. Abandoned boat, the longboat. Skolvo's body is woven in a cocoon of hardened mycelium. The load anchor at her feet, and her hands clutching a map. Seeing it releases another barrage of memories. It's a map of the center of the world, a map of the Great Rift. It was a dangerous obsession that got her killed. Now you're here to take on her mantle. Neither Ivar or Louise are volunteering to hop down a lifeboat and loot Skolvo's embalmed body. Time to remind them you're as much of a captain of this ship as the rust bucket you just abandoned. You're about to spend your first captain's attention. Wait, these allow you to perform special actions and roll as captain. Order Ivar or order Louise? Ivar jumps down and gingerly hefts the load anchor. It's as tall as they are. Its stock twisted and pointed like a narwhal horn, with two fluked arms emerging from the base. Cracks and scratches cover the side that's been exposed to the rift. Some are worryingly deep. When they hesitate, you tell them to bring the map and cut away Skolvo's fingers to get it. Ivar blanches at this macabre assignment, and does it anyway. Spent captain's attention on a task, something dangerous happened. Who will react depending on their traits? You receive the load anchor. What is the thing that's dangerous? Let's see where the bloody anchor will tell us. Activate the load anchor to get out of here. Tab. Okay. Assign a crew member to activate it. Activate the load anchor. I actually will just do it myself. By the trickster's twisted beard, the load anchor activates, emitting auroral lights and a sound on the edge of hearing. Ivar calls from the crow's nest, shiftlings approaching, drawn by the eldritch energies. You have to survive until the load anchor can get you out of here. To battle stations! Okay. Get in range, get in range. Okay. Alright, we're doing okay at this. It's not amazing, but we're not doing terrible. Alright, we got out of there, far from shore at the ocean. Night, second dog watch. Like a rat from a drain pipe. Back in the open water, the crew have a moment to take a breath and collect themselves before an explosion tears through the ship. The load anchor breaks apart, releasing a blast of otherworldly energy which homes in on Louise. Their skin goes plastic and rubbery, bulging in places as if something is trying to burst forth. Eventually it dissipates, leaving Louise unharmed but marked. Exploring the Sea of Rifts will expose your crew to the strange energies of the rift. If they get 100 points of exposure, they will become shaped and lose a bit of their humanity, as their body is slowly transformed. That sounds fucking terrible. Louise has been shaped. Oh. Strange rift energies have given them a new shaped trait, tentacle hair. Not very glamorous, but comes in handy when doing work requiring steady head mounted appendage. Okay. Land ho! With a nasty business behind you, it's time to get back to port. It's been a long time since the crew last had shore leave, and you could do with some provisions and a couple more hands. On the assumption that the renowned pirate queen would have her load anchor attuned to some of the more welcoming harbors, you set a course for the village just below the horizon. Okay. Open a map with M. Reach the harbor. You hear the cries of an albatross. Yeah, sure, man, but I'm mostly just trying to make sure I don't hit these rocks and we get where we're trying to go. Which I don't think is going to be easy because it looks like we're fighting the wind on this. Yeah. Although it looks like we'll hit a point in a second where the wind will be at our backs and we'll be able to get there. Yeah, so far this game seems pretty interesting. The combat, I'm wondering how that's going to end up shaping up. I've never been a huge fan of boat combat in games, mostly because it usually feels slow, right? It feels slow, or it feels like if you are slow, it is better than trying to quickly move places and do things super fast. Okay. Village of Marburg. A few cottages, a pub, a pier just big enough for you to dock. Insular. Expect most crew candidates come from the local culture. Quest. Shore leave. Despite the faulty engine, the unfamiliar ship, you managed to dock in Marble Empress and complete your first excursion as captain. Louise and Ivar politely congratulate you. Begin pointedly asking about shore leave. Cool, I did some stuff. Yes, of course, get some rest. But first, Louise tells you that what with the seawater and spores, Marble Empress engine has given up the ghost. Nearby fisherman sidles over to inform you that there is a note from the inn's bulletin board promising a second-hand engine to whoever can deliver a letter for the innkeep. Yeah, that seems oddly friggin' convenient, but okay. Alright, what are we supposed to do? Bazaar. Youthright shop. Buy experimental equipment for your ship. What do we have here? Marble Empress. Okay, we're gonna go here. I assume this is the inn. Squid and cask, have a drink, hire crew, and find work. Check the bulletin board for work. What is this? Innkeeper's sister, deliver a letter. Yeah, we'll do that. World's Herald. Setback for rift expeditions. Imperial Ordnance Office defends necessity of exploring the rifts despite unaccounted wastage of funding. Interesting. Okay, I'm not going to read this whole thing. Battle of the village. Frank Artisan in the next table tells you that something about themselves. Their kid joined the Navy a couple years back. At first, they were so proud, they say, but nowadays, they barely recognize them when they come home from leave. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Navy can chew you up and spit you out. Hire crew at the bar. No, we're gonna go back because we've active quest MP for sister. Deliver letter to Cargate in exchange for a secondhand ship's engine. Czar. Okay, how do I do? Hire crew at the bar. Hiring crew. Here you hire crew for your ship, each with their own daily wage you have to pay. Crew members have traits that define them as a person and what they are capable of. Select a trait, learn more about it. Hiring crew. What traits you can see is determined by your familiarity with the candidate. Before hiring, you can buy drinks to get to know them better. There are also other ways to increase familiarity with crew members on your journey. To the right, you can see accumulated stats for your entire current crew and how much candidate will change that. It's a good idea to create a balanced crew, but you might also want to avoid certain traits. Okay. Cool. Cook. Attributes. Alright, so you've got finesse. You are a cook. We're gonna buy you a drink. Okay, handy with a wrench. Handy in the galley. I think we can hire you. Julian Christofferson. Slight build, shorter than average sailor. Barber surgeon, a trained specialist in curling alignments, setting broken bones, as a final resort, amputating limbs. Oh boy. Wheel wrench. Okay, wheel wrench tattoo. Hold on, we're gonna go. There's a bunch of these people. Okay. Sailor? I think we already have a sailor. So what do we actually need to shore up? Medicine, navigation, and strange arts. I imagine this is going to help strange arts. Yeah, I think we actually want this person. Seriously? Criminal past that spent some time on the wrong side of the tracks, fighting +2. You know, we'll take him. Okay. We can hire one more, but I think right now we would need navigation and strange arts. Let's see if we can find a navigator. Josiah Simmons, what do you do, buddy? Knack for shaping and obnoxious. Hey, this sounds terrible. I don't think we want that. We're gonna go back. Agreed to deliver letter to Cargate in exchange. So, yeah, how do I check this? Okay, whatever. We're gonna check the bazaar. How much shot? We own 60 shot. I feel like we should be good. Deal for the Empire and your engine, but isn't our engine dead? Okay, return to your ship. What do you want to do? Spend the night at port and rest for the next day? Yeah, we should do that. Morning crew duties. Stamina and resting. Each morning the crew gets stamina back. Captain's attention also refills. Cool. Ongoing duties. You then decide how the crew should be assigned to duties aboard the ship for the rest of the day. Once assigned, they're locked in. Okay. Attributes and traits. A crew member's attributes and traits affect how much they can contribute for each stamina dot assigned to the given duty. When a crew member is assigned to work more than they have stamina, they start to use stress instead, which damages the crew member. The crew that keeps getting stressed is an unhappy and unhealthy crew. Okay. So, what do we got here? We're gonna leave Ivar on this. How do I make you do this? No engine equipped. Got it. Okay, so I can't make you do that. You should be... Oh, I don't want to be cooking. We have a cook. Yeah, let's get cooking done. We have a barber surgeon. You're useless for anything right now, but that's okay. Yeah, I guess this is how we have to do this, right? think so. I think this works. Oh, we don't have you doing anything, Louise. You could help cooking, but I think cooking's already pretty bolstered. Yeah, I guess help both of them. Like, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna go with this. Okay, wait a minute. Actually, that's the real question. I guess we head to sea, right? We've agreed to deliver a letter to Cargate in exchange for a second-hand ship's engine. What is this, dredge? Uh-oh. We're gonna have to not hit stuff, and that is not my specialty, guys. What is this? Okay, so this is Cargate, but what is this thing? What do we have here? I have to know. Oh, no, 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 no. We don't want to crash. More of a study room than a keeper's quarters. Scrolls and prototypes fill every corner. The centerpiece is a studious scene, a skeleton crouching over a scroll of measurements spread across the table, its bone fingers still clutching a long, dried quill. Just another hazard of the job. We should take the measurements and bury the skeleton. Something unlucky and rational happened. You can do both. What? Talked about mermaids. Bro, don't be talking about mermaids. Don't bring them up. Okay? They will drag you to the bottom of the ocean. We don't want this. We already are looking at too much Eldritch Horror BS for you to be bringing in mermaids and all that crap. Breakfast was average. Okay. Yeah, that seems fine. I like, right? We hear a seagull call to the south. That's nice. What is that purple thing floating there? Why are there multiple? I'm gonna... Oh. I'm gonna steer clear of that right now. Because... we are trying to do this quest to get an engine. I imagine once I have an engine, things will be... Spotted something heading northwest. Louise and Ivar argued. Who cares? Are you guys arguing? Shut the fuck up. Can you not? Can you not? Can you not? I don't know what this is, but it's tethered to me. I don't like it. Okay, we're gonna avoid that, and we're also gonna avoid the swirling BS I see over there. Oh, a flock of shiftlings. Come on, man. Come on, let's go. Are you attracted or not? Get stuffed. Uh-oh. Okay, I think we should be good. Uh-oh. Let's see if we can we dock? Interact while in combat. Interesting. That's horribly irritating. Seriously? What is... Oh my god, okay. It's like unlocking on when he gets near because of how this system works. Which is not a problem, it's a skill issue. I'm just not used to it. Bro. What? I'm genuinely confused now. I don't think I understand the combat in this game. Yeah, okay. That is a little tricky. Okay, quest, let's do it. What do you want to do? Hand over the letter. Completed a quest, gain 100 experience. You no longer have letters. Known to Gearites as Coughing Devil, this old, underpowered engine has had its best years behind it. Alright, that's fine, man. Tab to install the engine. Okay. How do we install the engine? Equipment. On this page, you install and repair equipment. Nice. The hammocks, and cranked loader, engine. Okay. Cool. Now we have an engine, which will be awesome. I'm not quite sure what it's going to change about the game, but I'm about it. Quest, an inquiry from the crew. Hear them out. What do you want to do? Yeah, we're going to hear them out. Journey begins. With the provisions loaded, the engine just about seaworthy, and the crew assembled, you survey the Marble Empress. The vessel is a little battered, her crew a little green, but time will iron out these creases. Address the crew. Give a short speech thanking the crew for joining you on this journey. It may well be long and treacherous, but the final goal, the Great Rift, will surely make it worth it. At the mention of the Great Rift, Ivar raises a hand, clearing their throat, and they ask, why this? Why the Great Rift? Good question. Ooh, fame and fortune? For Queen Empire? Thirst for knowledge. I'm gonna go fame and fortune. Pose quest, find your... Okay. Ivar nods, curiosity satisfied. But line frowns. That's fine. Ambition alone, they grumble, won't protect the Marble Empress from the worst the rift of the Rift bands, which stand between you and the Great Rift. Cutting in, Ivar tells Line that the captain is well aware and will prepare accordingly. Do some jobs, earn some cash, and outfit the Marble Empress like a proper freebooter. Isn't that right, Captain? Pose quest, find your sea legs? Of course. The crew looks satisfied that you've got a plan of action, and Ivar claps their hands together, ready to get started. Okay. Make a name for yourself and earn some money. Start by completing 3 bulletin board quests. Cool, cool. Count Angus, okay. Check the bulletin board for quests and rumors. What do we got here? An adventurous chef is looking for 9 curious catches from experimental dish, okay. Deliver 5 crates of Gearite blubbins to Emergent, okay. Why is this a rumor? Interesting. Okay, that's really cool. Have at least 1 crew member reach 80 points of exposure and return to Cargate for examination by the wild-eyed student. That sounds terrible. Unusually large shifling, the locals call palsied scratch, is harassing Cargate. Hunt it down. Okay. Buy supplies for your travels. All right, we have shot. We might want a little bit. Let's just always endeavor to keep it 60. That seemed like a good number arbitrarily, he said. Coal, I don't know. I don't know how much coal we actually need, so let's just... That's 200 worth. That sounds right. That sounds fine. Let's just keep everything at 5. Yeah. Gearite Guild, spend Gearite favor, and repair your engine, okay? University, sell your discoveries and heal your crew. Interesting. Okay, cool. We're gonna go back to the ship. What do you want to do? Head to sea. Agreed to hunt down Palsied Scratch, the monster terrorizing Cargate. No crew assigned to engines. Okay. Line, do you still have more to give? You do. You do, buddy. That's nice of you. And so does Julian. We take those. All right. So I guess my real question is, when do I use one and when do I use another? I mean, I assume it is the same old same thing of like, hey, you, is there no wind? Okay, you use your engine. Or is the wind preventing you from doing something? Use your engine. Talking rocks. Passing by what seemed to be an inconspicuous outcrop of rocks, a booming voice calls to you. It demands riches, offerings of sacrifice. Choose, mortal. For to dare pass by it is to risk 5 years of misfortune, for which there is no salvation. Okay, your insight rating means risky. Passed it. Wary of being found a fool, you extend a hand to the most talkative of the rocks and knock. It's hollow. You won't let anyone attempt to deceive you and get away with it. Though they plead and wail, you eventually find the swindler nestled within the hollow rock. They beg your forgiveness, and in exchange for mercy, you share a share of the treasure they've extorted. Some may call it immoral, but you let the swindler know they won't be let off that easy. It doesn't take much intimidation for them to give up and hand over all their treasures. Sailing away, you can't wait to tell this one next time you stop by a tavern. Something violent happened. Oh no. That's fine. I think we're fine with this. We're fine with this brand of violence. At least I am. Cargate, Marburg. Where? Set crew to fix damaged equipment on the ship. Spotting, sail movement. Crew, okay. Is anything actually damaged? Nothing looks damaged. Ah, oak planks are damaged. Carpentry 6, so I guess it's me. It's me, I gotta go repair it. Cargo, okay, quests. Find your sea legs, make a name for yourself, okay. Ambition, fame, and fortune. Reach the Great Rift, that's stupid. I don't know why. I hate it when games have like a giant ass overarching quest and they just have like the general, what's your goal? It's to find the One Piece. Dude, don't put that in my quest log. Don't put that in my quest log. Okay. We now have enough curious catches in our stores to satisfy the adventurous chef and Cargate. Okay. Cool. We agreed. Okay. I don't know what any of that other stuff is. However, we can satisfy the chef, which I will do that. A lot of the hull planks need replacing. I mean, isn't that what I'm doing currently? Ah, interesting. Okay, so I can watch the engine burn fuel. Again, I'm not sure exactly when I am going to want to switch things. Dinner was average. Yeah, that makes sense. Curious cuisine. No longer have 9 curious catch. I completed a quest. Okay, so am I just automatically... Like, that's what I'm confused. Am I just automatically, catching things as I go around, or what? What is happening? Bucket o' tar. That sounds like that could be useful. We're gonna close this, though. I don't think we need to... There's the members only. Fire's favor. Oh, we don't have any of that. Hey, nobody... Nope. Alright. We are gonna go back. And I guess we could try to pick up another quest. Let's see. Have at least one crew member? No. No, that's not what I wanted either. Smuggle penny dreadfuls, 16 crates of mutiny to be specific, to Frodskatar. Okay. The local clairvoyant claims to know the location of missing ship Mathers 3 and asks us to investigate. Yeah, we'll accept that. That sounds cool. Deliver 9 sacks of grain to Ebumgate. We have to go there anyways. Agents abroad. Govio Vicar is loudly telling a group that Corporal Stewart is spying on behalf of New Fremont. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna do anything about that. I think what you want to do, we're gonna head to sea. And we are going to deliver this grain. Yeah, so I imagine I'm gonna want to, like, use the engine when I get in risky ship battles or something like that. But I don't want to blow through fuel, so we're gonna... Hull's in... Bro, I'm repairing the hull. What is happening? Okay, do I have to wait? Okay, we're gonna accept that. Oh, I can level up, though. Ooh. Card Fiend. Made with your own hands, or an incapacitated mentor. I think we're gonna go with the carpentry, since we're the only one who's, able to repair the ship at the moment. Okay, wages owed 300. That sounds bad. This is undoubtedly going to be something friggin' irritating. Nope, we're good. The wind. West, locate the Mathers 3, Lost Soul. Hire Obadiah Owens, bravado, vigor, officer, crossed cannons tattoo. Crew below 5, Officer Obadiah, place in the Marble Empress, offer provisions and... They should have gone down with the ship. Yeah, we'll hire Obadiah. I'm gonna use the engine to come on in here. Okay, cool. Quest. Hand over the cargo. No longer have gear right gubbins. It's fine. Gear right favor earned. We take those. Then wheat. Hand over the cargo. Okay, so there are just like fetch quests and things, which that makes total sense. Deliver 6 crate. Yeah, so we can just keep doing this back and forth. I'm gonna take both of those because I imagine I'm gonna have to go back there anyways. And then more experimental dishes. Okay, quest limit reached. That seems fine though. Wages owed. Pay crew if you can. We're gonna pay the crew. Okay, university. What? Look for a medical student. Sell all measurements. Clerk of the university archives looks your readings over and grudgingly pays you for your findings. 109 crowns. That... Okay, I'll take it. Outfit your ship and repair your hull and sails. Yeah, so let's see if we can... Ship's outfitter, shipyard. Hull below 99. Overhaul the hull, repair all damage. Patch up the hull, repair 10 to 20 damage. I think we can get away with, yeah, I was about to say, doing that twice. Ship's outfitter, spyglass, sextant, fancy hat. Well, guys. Okay, these are really cool. Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna need to get quite a bit of money. But I'm already really digging this game just because, yeah, it reminds me of Dredge in a lot of ways, but I feel like I have more agency to do things, and there's more random stuff to do, which is what I like. Engine repair workshop. Your guide brings you to a room full of gear rights and workbenches, all intently tinkering, dismantling, and rebuilding engines. I don't think we need to do anything with the engine. Gear rights shop, members only. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to see, it says spend your favor, but I don't think that's what it means. Okay, we're gonna go here. We still have plenty of fuel, we still have plenty of provisions. We're missing one provision, we've used one. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Spend the night in port and rest for the next day. Okay, what are we doing here? We recover stamina. Well rested. Alright, everything goes back to start. You probably need more people on spotter, which Obadiah can do. Yeah, let's do that to bring that stat up. And then Obadiah, how much do you have left on you? Not too much. Line looks like you are getting overworked, my guy. And same thing with Louise. So we're gonna pull back with Line, and then I feel like I'm gonna pull back on the sales with Louise. That's fine, I think. Yeah. Because I want to have extra stamina in case we get into something or have to do something. Okay, so our other quest is to... Well, we gotta harvest curious catches. Spotted something heading east. You know what? I'm gonna... What is this? I'm gonna actually intentionally interact with it. What are you? Someone got hurt. Go to the crew page. Okay, so that is just exposure. All right. That's, I regret doing what I've done here today, but it's done, so... 54 out of 60, that's kind of fine. 43 out of 50. Mood, you're unhappy. Julian is hurt. Assign someone to heal them. Heal yourself, bro. I think everybody's fine. This doesn't seem like a... If this is the kind of game where you're balancing these resources, this doesn't seem like a worthy thing to do here. Breakfast is being prepped. Someone got... Let's go back here. Where's the quest? Quests, okay. Curse of Cargate. We should probably find where this monster is. Let's do that. Actually, let's go back to Cargate and deliver this, and then we can find the monster by being back at Cargate. Although there's something this way. What are you? I will take you. What is happening here? Trawler. Buy a crate of fish, negotiate for a better offer. Passed. Yeah. Okay, it's provisions. All right. So that seems like that's more for when I've been out here for a while. But I don't think we're really gonna be out here for too long. So I'm gonna return this, and then we gotta go find this fish. Because I want to know what this is like. And so far, I feel like it's been a bit of a town simulator with some combat. I don't know, I don't dislike it, I just am not... I'm not head over heels for it, but I think weird to say this out loud, I think I might just be playing it wrong, to genuinely be honest with y'all. Future Kobold here. And I found out part of my problem is that my navigation score is really low. So things like not being able to find the fish, that's navigation. So I'm stuck in this kind of nebulous loop where I don't exactly know where to go unless it's just directly a town. And that's because my crew isn't well-rounded enough, which actually is kind of a cool mechanic. That ship looks cool with like the bones on it. Why don't we have a ship like that? We need to check this. Need to hunt palsied scratch, the monster terrorizing Cargate. The question is, okay. How do I do this? Do I need to get rumors from the pub, or what are we talking about here? It says there's a monster terrorizing Cargate, but I don't have anything on my map. Do I? Yeah, this game is actually pretty good. I think it needs a little bit extra signage on certain things, like some tutorializing, in instances like where I couldn't find the fish. It is the purple area on the map, but I didn't know that. I want to see what this is like when it hits early access. It is in demo mode now, and I think it has a lot of the bells and whistles and other kinds of polish, and it needs to just kind of fully flesh out certain basic things like that, but they're not glaring, right? The game is really fun. I think it's not personally my type of game, but that's because it is much more of a slow burn. It is a slow-paced, story-driven kind of experience. So if that's something you enjoy, definitely check out this game. I have the link in the description. Anyways, I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Peace out.